and gentlemen, to Night of Champions live from Oklahoma City. A night where legacies and defiant championships are defended. It's all on the line right here, right now. And we are set for our first contest of the night, ladies and gentlemen, for the United States Championship. The man, the architect, Seth Rollins, makes his way to the ring. And this is a guy, ladies and gentlemen, who decided he would fight his way to Kevin Owens because Kevin Owens flat out refused to fight him. So he has fought his way here after fighting a litany of former United States champions. Here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, all titles are defended. 2 world title matches, the Intercontinental title, the tag team titles, and the women's championship all on the line here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Kicking it off in style. What an atmosphere here in Oklahoma City. Thank you very much for joining us live for Night of Champions, the Night of Nights, if you are privileged enough to call yourself a champion in the WWE. Seth Rollins looks to reclaim here tonight. The last time we saw Seth Rollins on pay-per-view was for the WWE Championship against Randy Orton. Absolutely spectacular performance, but just come up short. And here comes the prize fighter, Kevin Owens. Makes his way to the ring, the reigning, defending United States champion, the host of the K-Open Challenge on Monday Night Raw. And of course, you can only catch this championship on Monday Night Raw. Kevin Owens, as I mentioned at the top of the show, he flat out refused to fight Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins answered that K-Open Challenge, and Kevin Owens said, you know what? This is a pretty big threat, and I'm out. So Seth Rollins says, I'm going to give you no excuse, and I'm going to beat everybody in my path, and I'm going to get my shot. And that's exactly why Seth Rollins is here tonight, beating names like Kalisto, Kofi Kingston, and Tyler Breeze. Incredibly tough matchups. And now they get no tougher than the prize fighter, Kevin Owens, who's only here for one reason. That's to be a champion, because if you are the champion, you get paid more. It's that simple. It's for all the marbles, ladies and gentlemen. The United States Championship kicks us off here at Night of Champions. You can hear the boos still ringing out through the arena. Seth Rollins getting quite the reaction as he came out, and Kevin Owens getting the absolute polar opposite. You can hear this crowd firmly behind the architect, the man, Seth Rollins. Kevin Owens stares a hole through his opponent. And make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen, there is nowhere for Kevin Owens to run. I'm just getting word, yes, from General Manager Shane McMahon. He has said that if Kevin Owens is counted out in this match, he loses the United States Championship. So there is nowhere to run for Kevin Owens. If he decides to walk out, he loses that gold. That's what it's all for. The United States Championship, the lineage of this title, is unheralded. And now, who will add to that lineage? Can Kevin Owens retain? Rollins and Seth. So Owens throws him straight out of the ring here. And this is looking to take it dirty already out on the outside of the ring here, Kevin Owens. Remembering, if he is counted out, the match is deemed a victory for Seth Rollins, and he will be crowned the United States Champion. But I'm guessing if Seth Rollins is counted out, then Kevin Owens retains. So there still is that. And you can see that on the backdrop already. Back suplex already on the floor. And already at a count of 6. Remember, if Kevin Owens is counted out, he loses it. You can see it forces him back in the ring. Ingenious plan here from Shane McMahon to get a full match out of Kevin Owens. Now he's whipped off the ropes and brought down by Seth Rollins. Electric start here. Oh, look at that knee right across the throat and chest area. Seth Rollins looking to reclaim gold. He was seriously salty about getting caught with that RKO at Backlash in that incredible main event. As you can see, Kevin Owens, this is typical Kevin Owens style, taking those shots to the forehead of Seth Rollins. Shot to the back, knocks him right into the corner. Kevin Owens on fire here. Bounces him off the turnbuckles, up and over for a German suplex, folded him up like an accordion, and Kevin Owens getting that white line fever, and he is a big time fighter, there is no doubt about it. Once he gets in there and he's forced into the situation, he becomes one of the most dangerous men in the industry. But Seth Rollins puts him into the turnbuckle now. Now what's Rollins thinking? Flips him around, Rollins takes the back, up and over. Oh, elevated neckbreaker there from Seth Rollins. The Architect is cooking now. Both men settling into this match, getting rid of any jitters, any big fight jitters. Oh, up and down there with a Michinoku driver. Seth Rollins perfectly executed. Incredible atmosphere in Oklahoma City, ladies and gentlemen. So much on the line. Oh, you can tell too. Absolutely no love lost there. And up and over for a standing shooting star press. And now Rollins is seriously cooking here. Both men not adverse to wrestling in big time matches like this, and you can see the way they're performing. Up on the top rope, Seth Rollins, high red district with Kevin Owens. Enormous high impact move. And Owens still trying to get to his feet, but Rollins going to take him straight off, face first. No wasted movement at all from Seth Rollins. He knows what it takes to win a championship on the big stage. Kevin Owens only narrowly escaping defeat at Backlash in the triple threat cage match against John Cena and Ryan Lusk, who also take each other on later on tonight. Cena versus Lusk 2. Kevin Owens immediately taking this to the outside. But he realizes if he's counted out, that he loses his title. As I said before, ingenious from Shane McMahon, forcing Kevin Owens to defend his title here. And now Kevin Owens going to the well with a sharpshooter. Shades of the Hitman here. And Seth Rollins powers out. That leg strength of Seth Rollins. Snapmare though from Kevin Owens. And Kevin Owens, this is where he likes to take it, to the ground. And he's going to take him to Headlock City. Kevin Owens just trying to keep Seth Rollins off his feet, keep him grounded, drain the energy, and then strike. Kevin Owens screaming at the crowd here, the people in the front row. That guy in the blue shirt didn't like it. But Kevin Owens now gets him to his feet. And Owens looking to continue the punishment here and sends him over the top rope. Sends him over the top rope, and Owens again just trying to take him out of his game here. Maybe even trying to get Seth Rollins counted out if he can. Choking Seth Rollins on the outside and then just wrenching, twisting Seth Rollins' head to almost a right angle here. And you can see Seth Rollins trying to fight out. And that ain't fun. And then just flops him on the concrete floor. Very thin padding on the outside as Seth Rollins though ran into a sling blade on the outside. Sling blade on the outside, and Seth Rollins now wrenching back on the face of Kevin Owens and then slamming his head off the floor. And Seth Rollins now tearing apart the announce table. Kevin Owens though. This is what I'm talking about. That white line fever. Oh, Seth Rollins missed with the drop kick. Kevin Owens didn't miss with the back suplex onto the monitor. And Rollins in some big trouble here. Kevin Owens wrenching on that neck again and just screaming at the people in the front row. You can hear him chanting, "Kill Owens, kill." There must be a handful of Kevin Owens fans in the building. As Kevin Owens continues here, in my opinion, to try and get Seth Rollins counted out, but there's a DDT on the outside from Seth Rollins. Count of 6. Kevin Owens, if he's counted out, loses the title at a count of 8, and Kevin Owens is back in the ring. Kevin Owens strikes. A rare mistake there. A rare mistake there from Seth Rollins. And Kevin Owens, oh, good Lord. Did you hear that? That'll suck the air out of the lungs. Into the cover. Has he done enough too? No, he hasn't. Kevin Owens. Desperation times, picture perfect drop kick. No one doubts the athleticism and the talent of Kevin Owens, but sometimes the way he goes about his business isn't the greatest. And you can see here another snapmare, and Kevin Owens, is he gonna try and take this to the ground again? He is. This is how he must do it. But look at the slick movement here from Seth Rollins. Got back to his feet immediately, and now Owens to the outside. And Seth Rollins taking it back to the outside. Certainly, this has gotten very personal very quickly, this rivalry. As Seth Rollins now dragging Kevin Owens. You get the feeling that both of them sort of want to get the count out on each other. Kevin Owens with a huge shot to the back of Seth Rollins. Now they're just fighting. It's a straight up fight on the outside here. And look out, up and over. Northern Lights suplex from Seth Rollins on the outside. Count of 5. And now a count of 6. And he wants him back in the ring. It's a count of 7 and Owens is back in. Owens is back in. Look out, running him up and over. Oh my God. Oh my God. What a move from Kevin Owens. And now a camel clutch. Now a camel clutch, looking, just ripping at the face of Seth Rollins. Just lets it go. Kevin Owens looking to stay on Rollins, but Rollins is fighting back. Rollins is fighting back, but he gets thrown into the corner. Kevin Owens getting desperate. Oh, look at that. The boot to the face, and now Rollins lights him up. Nailed him with a super kick. Got the cover 1. Owens grabbed the rope. The ring savviness from the veteran Owens. He grabs the rope. Seth Rollins, so close. You can feel it building. You can feel Rollins getting closer here. Rollins going to drag the lifeless body of Kevin Owens into the middle of the ring. Oh, just stops down, hyperextends the elbow. Rollins now gets Owens to his feet. Rollins, look out, up and over. Oh my God. Plants Kevin Owens. Absolutely plants Kevin Owens. Drags him. Owens is in big trouble here. What's Rollins thinking? Owens to his knees and put back down again. Enziguri gets him to his feet again. And now Owens taken out with a sling blade. Rollins with an incredible sequence of moves. And now he's going to look to finish it here. Rollins, kick to the midsection. You know what follows? Up and down with a pedigree. What a sequence of moves. And we've got a new champion. 1, 2, and 3. No, Kevin Owens gets the shoulder up at 2.9. Oh, I thought that was it. Owens struggling to his feet. Rollins won't let him up. No love lost in this blood feud here as he takes him off his feet. And now Seth Rollins going to try and cut off the oxygen to the brain. What a match. These two going to war. Here comes Owens now. Fighting out. The prize fighter. The big-time performer sends him in, up and down with a pop-up powerbomb. Pop-up powerbomb to Rollins 1. Got him 2. Got him 3. No, he doesn't have him. My God. Oh, my God. These two men tearing each other apart here. Kevin Owens won't let him up. How many momentum changes will there be in this match? Owens now, no wasted movement late this one. Both men exhausted. Oh my God! Owens with a moonsault off the top rope. And now back to the head. And that is typical Kevin Owens. He's capable of the spectacular, but he goes back to the well. And Owens now into the cover. Has he done enough? 2. No, he hasn't. He gets the shoulder up. And Kevin Owens is beside himself. This is what the United States title means, ladies and gentlemen. All on the line. Owens can't believe it. He took a moment to reflect, and that could have cost him dearly. as Seth Rollins now takes Kevin Owens to the top rope, the high red district again. What's he thinking this time? Kevin Owens, can he get him over? He's thinking superplex. Can he get the big man over? He does! Superplex! Superplex! Straight into the cover. That's gotta be it. Got him too. Got him. No, he doesn't have him. Rollins, exhausted. Owens, exhausted. The United States title on the line. Both men to their feet at the same time. And Owens got a snapmare. Owens got a snapmare and then takes him down again. Very typical Kevin Owens, but look out, Seth Rollins digging down deep into that reserve. Rollins sent him in to the corner. Rollins sent him into the corner. Danger zone here. Danger zone for Kevin Owens. And the buckle bomb. The buckle bomb from Seth Rollins. Get the cover, Seth. Win yourself the United States title. He's going to. No, he doesn't get him, for God's sake. What's it going to take for either man to put the other one away? Both men exhausted. Seth Rollins. Oh, look out. Look out. Owens hooked him up. Package power slam. Package power slam from Kevin Owens. Drags the lifeless body of Seth Rollins to the middle of the ring. 1. Got him 2. Got him 3. Oh my God, he doesn't have him. Oh my God. Kevin Owens can't believe it. That was a 2.9 if I've ever seen one. Seth Rollins won't give it up. Owens won't give it up. And now Owens gonna finish off Rollins here. Owens gonna finish off Rollins. Up and down with a package. No, the pop-up powerbomb. 1, 2, and 3. No, oh my God. How the hell did Seth Rollins kick out? Owens can't believe it. Oklahoma City can't believe it. Owens getting desperate. Owens getting desperate now. Off the turnbuckle. Up and over. German suplex. German suplex. Kevin Owens rolls him over. And now Owens up and down. Yes. The full weight of Kevin Owens' torso across Seth Rollins. Owens is so close. He's going to send him in. Sends him into the corner. This crowd is in disbelief here. Owens turns him around. And now what's he thinking? He's got to be thinking cannibal. No, no. No one home. No one home. Rollins. Oh my God. The curb stomp. The curb stomp from Rollins out of nowhere. 2, 3. New United States champion. Seth Rollins. Did you see Kevin Owens' face? Busted wide open. I think he broke his nose. But what an incredible turn of events, ladies and gentlemen. Seth Rollins pulls it out on the big stage. The curb stomp gets the job done. What an incredible battle. But the big story is we have crowned our first new champion of the night. Seth Rollins is the new United States champion. The next time we're on pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen, is King of the Ring. And this year, the winner of the King of the Ring gets a world title shot at SummerSlam. Make sure you stay tuned for more details. Set for more action here, ladies and gentlemen. Already a title change. And now we launch straight in to a straight up fight between two of the biggest teams that we have in the tag team division. Here come the Hall of Destruction. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the Lone Warriors and the Hall of Destruction haven't been able to touch each other. This is Extreme Rules for the Tag Team Championships. The Big Show and Mark Henry have been incredibly salty since losing their titles the last time we met on pay-per-view at Backlash to the Lone Warriors, and there's been too many mind games, and so to protect this incredibly big match, they had to be kept apart. So it was put in their contracts that they weren't allowed to touch each other until right now. It all comes to a head in just a matter of moments. The Hall of Destruction won the tag team titles over the New Day, and speaking of the New Day, they are next in line. They get a shot at the winner of this match. So it's all on the line, and I'm sure those three boys will be watching this with great intent as we are joined now by the Lone Warriors, Sheamus and Baron Corbin, and of course, they are still wearing those shirts. I can't tell you enough, ladies and gentlemen, how much I despise these t-shirts. They're homemade. We don't sell them in the shop. They made them themselves. They say that they're better than Andre. They're both former Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal winners, and they claim that they are the Giant Slayers of the WWE. And well, this is my problem with them. This is my entire problem with them. You can't argue with the fact that they have talent. You can't argue with the fact that they are the reigning defending tag team champions. But what they say and do while they are those tag team champions, I've got a big problem with. And saying you're better than one of the greatest of all time doesn't sit well with me. It doesn't sit well with this crowd. But more importantly, it doesn't sit well with these two giants that stand across the ring from Sheamus and Baron Corbin. It's been weeks in the making. These two teams haven't been able to get their hands on each other. They've been going back and forth. They've been costing each other matches. And now it comes down to this. A straight up fight. It's not going to go long. You know that. It's not going to be pretty. You know that. But what it is going to be is it's going to be a straight up brawl. And it's for the tag team championships. The Hall of Destruction versus the Lone Warriors. Let's go. It's on. And straight away, Sheamus running at Mark Henry. And a DDT from Baron Corbin took out the Big Show. This is going to be chaotic, ladies and gentlemen. Look out, he just flipped Baron Corbin over. The power of the Big Show already on display here. Going straight after the shoulder blade as Sheamus beats away on Mark Henry. It ain't going to be pretty. It ain't going to be pretty at all. Cena just smashing away on each other. Oh, God. Already crowned one new champion here, ladies and gentlemen. Seth Rollins in an instant classic over Kevin Owens. And look out, Big Show took him down. Are we going to see a repeat of that? Are we going to see new champions crowned here again tonight? Look out. Big Show just hammering away on Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin escaping the wrath of the Big Show. And now Baron Corbin has the ultimate equalizer, a chair. The Big Show saw that, trying to get away, may not be able to. Look out, Mark. Look out, Mark. Oh, God. Look out. Good Lord. Baron Corbin lining up everyone. Look at him just swinging this chair like a madman here. God, off the head of the Big Show. Baron Corbin bought that chair in the ring. It didn't take long. Oh, right to the back of Mark Henry. Right to the back of Mark Henry. And that could be enough. Corbin into the cover. 3 shots with the chair and only a 2 count. Mark Henry stays alive, but for how long? I told you this wasn't going to go long. It's going to be ugly. Look out, Big Show. With a headbutt, and then just, he tossed Baron Corbin right onto that chair. So there's a little bit of karma for the Lone Wolf. There's You Look Stupid chants. There's chaotic scenes here. Big Show gets Baron Corbin up to his feet here. Puts him into the corner and almost in stereo. Both men to the corner. Now look out. Oh, backbreaker there from Sheamus. Now look at the Big Show. Look at the Big Show. Grabbed him. And oh my God, he tossed him right on top of Mark Henry. No one's safe. You're not even safe from your own teammate in a match like this. Mark Henry with a reversal up and down, back suplex. Good Lord. All these four men just beating the absolute hell out of each other. Snapmare from Sheamus. Big Show hyperextends the leg of Baron Corbin. It's a straight up fight. Hard to keep track of. Oh, look out. See that big boot from Sheamus into the cover. That could well have knocked Mark Henry out. He's been beaten up with a chair and only a 2 count. Oh, God. Big Show through that big tree trunk leg, but it was caught by Baron Corbin. Screwed the leg around. Look at Mark Henry. Just the power. Just tosses Sheamus out of the way. Oh, Baron Corbin took down the Big Show. Who you got at home? Who's walking out of this match with the tag team titles? Look out, the power of Mark Henry just grabbed Sheamus by the throat and threw him down into the cover 1. Does he have him 2? No, he doesn't. Oh, Big Show. I think he was looking for that knockout punch, but it was blocked. It was blocked by Baron Corbin. And now look out, Big Show hoisted up. The power of Sheamus up and down with white noise. White noise, but Baron Corbin into the cover. Who's got the cover? And look out, two on the Big Show. Oh, you have to feel that if Baron Corbin didn't cover Mark Henry there, it could have been a 3, but the referee was counting Baron Corbin's fall and then attempted to count Sheamus's fall, but that may have saved Mark Henry, the Big Show. Luthez pressing a series of right hands on Mark Henry from Baron Corbin. Oh, look out, the bro kick. The bro kick. We knew it wasn't going to go long. Bro kick to the Big Show. 2 and no. Oh my God, look at Baron Corbin smashing Mark Henry's head off that chair. And there's chance of let's go Big Show. Oh, he backed up and speared Sheamus out of his boots. Speared Sheamus out of his boots. 1, 2. Look at Baron Corbin. Oh my God, only a 2 count on Sheamus. Baron Corbin just dropped Mark Henry. 1, got him. 2. Has he got him? No, he doesn't have him. Near falls everywhere. Chaos everywhere. I've got no idea what's going on. Oh, he went for the big chair shot. Baron Corbin reversed it right into the face of the Big Show. Now Sheamus. Sheamus, look out. Look out, Mark Henry. Is he going to look for that headbutt? Got it! He nailed it! Nailed that headbutt! Nailed the headbutt on Baron Corbin. Now he's got the cover. The Big Show tossed to the outside too. Got him 3. No, he doesn't have him. Doesn't have him. Oh, shot to Mark Henry. Shots to Mark Henry. And takes the big man off his feet. The Big Show has recovered. He's back in the ring. This place is in disbelief of this absolute chaos. Now the Big Show's going after Baron Corbin here. Chaotic scenes, ladies and gentlemen. If you leave your opponent... Look out, look out, look out, Big Show. Line him up! What a shot! What a shot! The knockout punch. 2 and new tag team champions. No! Baron Corbin stays alive. My God! Smart move. Sheamus got rid of Mark Henry, sedated Mark Henry, and then a big clothesline from Baron Corbin. Couldn't keep the big man down though. And now Sheamus has him up again. Sheamus has got the Big Show up again, this time on the chair. White noise on the chair to the Big Show. White noise on the chair to the Big Show. And he's not even going to get the cover. Sheamus, this is the hatred between these two teams. Didn't even get the cover, and now they're both hammering away on the Big Show. Very smart tag team wrestling, even though it's chaotic. Now Baron Corbin down into the cover 1. Got to get him 2. Turn around, Mark. No. He kicked out anyway. Didn't have to. Into the cover, Mark Henry 2. Is Sheamus done? Oh my God. Baron Corbin hedging his bets. Didn't break up the count. Probably should have. Big Show's busted wide open from those shots from Sheamus. And look out, there's a neck breaker. And then Baron Corbin hammering away on the bloody forehead of the Big Show. Now into the cover is Sheamus 2. Has he done enough? Has he done enough? Oh my God. So close. And now look at Baron Corbin hammering away on the bloody face of the Big Show. And then a shot from Sheamus right to the Big Show as well. And they've swapped opponents again. How smart was that? I'm not so sure. Stay on the one man, wear him down. But here comes Mark Henry. Gonna take him to the high rent district. Sheamus whipped in. Big Show! Oh my God! Oh my God! He knocked Baron Corbin off the top rope with the Big Show. Sheamus reverses into a splash on Mark Henry. Here comes the Big Show. Big Show tosses Sheamus out of the ring. Big Show tosses Sheamus out of the ring. Baron Corbin knows his partner's in trouble. Baron Corbin back in the ring. Baron Corbin back in the ring as Big Show now. Big Show hooks up Sheamus. Not on the floor. Not on the floor. Suplex on the floor. Big Show hammering away on Sheamus. And now Mark Henry grabs the chair, the ultimate equalizer. Baron Corbin and Big Show going toe-to-toe in the ring. Mark Henry has a chair going after Sheamus. Sheamus reverse. Look at the power of Baron Corbin. Look at the power of Baron Corbin in the ring. Into the cover. How on earth did he get the Big Show up? 2 and 3. My God, what a fight. Baron Corbin, look at this power. How on earth do you get a 500-pound man above your head? Slammed him down, and then the gatekeeper Sheamus came in. I told you at the top, ladies and gentlemen, it was never going to be pretty. But it was effective, and somewhere along the line, Sheamus got busted open as well. I think it was on the outside with the chair with Mark Henry. There was blood, there was sweat, and ultimately, Sheamus and Baron Corbin, the Lone Warriors, have eked out an impressive win. It was chaotic, it was a cluster, but the Lone Warriors are still your tag team champions. Who is going to step up to Kevin Owens? This crowd is raucous here. These two are gonna get it on! Oh, what is this? Look out, Cena grabbed him! John Cena has laid out Ryan Lusk! John Cena laying down the challenge for Ryan Lusk, Night of Champions. It'll be Cena versus Lusk number 2. Enormous atmosphere around the arena, ladies and gentlemen, as we are set for what could arguably be the most anticipated contest on the entire card. And we are about to be joined by the 2-time NXT champion, Ryan Lusk. He's going to go toe-to-toe with John Cena for the second time in a singles competition. Ryan Lusk, enormous reaction here in Oklahoma City. What an impact this guy has made since coming to the main roster from NXT. The last time we saw him in NXT was in a Hell in a Cell match with Finn Balor, where he lost that NXT title. He then made it known that he was going to make his way to the main roster, and he said he'd let everybody know in time what brand he picked. He didn't waste any time. He answered the K-Open challenge. It was then, well, that party was crashed by John Cena. And ever since then, these two have had an unquenchable thirst and an unquenchable appetite to beat each other up. There's no love lost between these two. John Cena and Ryan Lusk, number 2. We are ready for the leader of the chain gang, and it sounds like this crowd is ready for him as well. It seems as though they are pretty split. But John Cena walks out here tonight to try and cement his legacy. It's the young buck versus the old bull. It's the future versus the present. What an atmosphere. Big fight atmosphere, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't get any bigger when there's not a title on the line than John Cena and Ryan Lusk. Whenever John Cena's in the arena, there's a big fight feel. And it's no different here tonight. I've got goosebumps, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan Lusk versus John Cena. Let's do this. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Cena versus Lusk 2 as they link up. Cena immediately takes the back, and you have to give the technical advantage to Ryan Lusk, the power advantage to John Cena without question, and definitely the experience advantage to John Cena as well. Ryan Lusk has been in the business for a long time in Japan and on the independent circuit at places like Ring of Honor. There you see the slickness of Ryan Lusk as he takes that headlock. So certainly no stranger to a wrestling ring, Ryan Lusk, but in terms of John Cena's experience, it's no comparison. No wasted movement from Ryan Lusk there. Gets Cena straight back up to his feet. Irish whip into the ropes here from Ryan Lusk. Trying to look for a belly-to-belly suplex. Can't. Cena fighting out with 3 shots. 3 shots right to the face of Ryan Lusk. But John Cena going to bring his A-game here. Shots to the body. Shots to the body and down the head. And look out, John Cena already showing that flair. And he's showing that he's not rattled by this man, Ryan Lusk. Throwing a quick, you can't see me in there, John Cena. Showing that flair that we all know he has. Showing that fight we all know he has. Lit Ryan Lusk up, but he's had enough of that. And there's a perfect suplex from Lusk. Now Lusk going to take it to that back. We know that John Cena has had trouble in the past with his back. He's had several major injuries. John Cena seems to heal from them unbelievably quickly. Somewhat of a Superman here, but John Cena, look out! Kick to the midsection, and then a DDT. Absolutely picture perfect from John Cena. And now what's he doing? Now what's John Cena doing? Oh, he went off the second rope. Ryan Lusk moved, had it scouted. Had it absolutely 100% scouted. They know each other fairly well. Now Ryan Lusk turns him around for a neck breaker. And that's what happens with John Cena. He gets in there with these younger guys, and they bring out a different side to him. So Ryan Lusk rocks him with a stiff right hand, knocking Cena to the ground. Shot to the midsection. Again, no wasted movement from Ryan Lusk. Gets John Cena up to his feet. Swings him around. Now Ryan Lusk hooks him up. Hooks up that leg again, and another suplex onto that back. And it seems as though Ryan Lusk has picked his mark here. Oh my God! That stiff right hand from John Cena absolutely rocked Lusk. Oh, and another one. And there is no love lost here, ladies and gentlemen. John Cena is bringing it here in Oklahoma. But you didn't think you'd get anything else out of it. As Cena, oh, look out. Now Ryan Lusk lighting him up. Now Ryan Lusk lighting him up, and then a back breaker. Incredible atmosphere here. Firmly behind Ryan Lusk now. Look out. Oh, knee lift into a neck breaker. Clinical Ryan Lusk. Shot to the back. John Cena not going anywhere though. He says, let's go. And this crowd getting behind John Cena. You knew they would. He always brings people around. You can't do anything but respect him. Looked out. Missed it. Ryan Lusk didn't miss. Ryan Lusk didn't miss. Up and down. Oh, he pancakes him down face first. And Lusk so far has done well to quell the momentum of John Cena. Looking for a shot. There's another right hand, and you can see the welts starting to form on Ryan Lusk's face from all those right hands, and there's a snap suplex. John Cena getting the crowd revved up here. They appear to be just growing to be behind John Cena here. Now Cena, what's he thinking? Gonna load him up, gonna go high rent, is he? No, flops him down. Dangerous position here for Ryan Lusk, and then just, right on the face. The sole of his shoe, right on the jaw. And listen to this crowd come alive for Cena. But Ryan Lusk not having it, picked him up for a backbreaker, and he got a knee. He got a knee. This crowd right behind John Cena. Right behind John Cena. But Ryan Lusk just deadlifts him up and down face first. And some boos coming from the crowd now. Are they getting behind Cena? They seem very split. Snapmare from Ryan Lusk. Snapmare from Ryan Lusk. And now Lusk's going to take the air out of the arena. That's very smart from Ryan Lusk. You can hear the crowd getting behind John Cena. Decide to quieten them down. Take him to the ground. Because we all know that Cena feeds off the crowd as he tries to fight out here again, John Cena. Tries to fight out here again. Cena got him up and over. Gutman suplex. He ain't going nowhere. John Cena fighting for his legacy. Fighting to cement his legacy. And Ryan Lusk is fighting to create one. And Cena stalked him, up and over. He nailed it. Attitude adjustment. Got him 2. Got him 3. Oh my God, how close was that? 2.9. Lusk kicks out. Lusk just kicks out. Cena's so close, and that's what can happen if you take your eye off the prize. You have to keep your eye on John Cena. That's exactly what he's doing. Hooked him up and down from Melbourne with love. From Melbourne with love, this place comes unglued. Got him 2. Got him 3. No, he doesn't get him. My God. A pair of near falls for both men. Ryan Lusk stalks him again. Nailed it. The straight out of Lusk, the point of the elbow to the forehead, into the cover. Cena's done. 2. Oh my God. Cena just gets the shoulder up, and this match just went up about 10 gears. It's desperation time now. And Ryan Lusk firing up, but Cena having none of it. Sends him into the corner with a clothesline. And now that draws boos out of the crowd. I don't think this crowd even knows what they want. They just want him to fight. They just want him to fight forever. The shots from Cena to Lusk. Absolutely no love lost. Cena with a snapmare. And now look out, up and down. Oh, the elbow to the crown of the head. The elbow to the crown of the head. Cena. Cena now. Is he going to look for it? The 5-knuckle shuffle. Cena nails it. 5-knuckle shuffle to Ryan Lusk. Into the cover. That's got to do it. 1. Got him 2. Got him 3. No, he doesn't. Ryan Lusk just gets out. Cena and Lusk going toe to toe. Lusk again. Puts him into the corner. The resiliency of these two. Unheralded. Ryan Lusk puts him into the corner. Listen to the chop. Oh, and again. And again. 2 vicious chops. Now going to take him. High rent. Cena perched on the top rope. Slumped over, exhausted. Ryan Lusk to the top rope. And oh my God. The full weight of Ryan Lusk's body down onto the torso of John Cena. That's got to do it. Cena's out. He's got no breath left in his body. Oh my God, he kicks out. Lusk exhausted. Cena exhausted. Both men fighting for pure pride. For nothing but pride. Lusk takes an exhausted Cena over to the ropes. Whips him off. Head of steam. Oh my God. Twisting European uppercut from Ryan Lusk. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Who wants it more? Forearm to Cena. And look out. Got him hooked. Oh, perfect suplex. Ryan Lusk exhausted though. Has he thrown his best punch? Has he thrown his best punch at Cena? And look at him. He's saying to him, just stay down. Stay down, you son of a bitch. Ryan Lusk toying with the 15-time world champion shot to the midsection and an uppercut. Cena won't go down. Cena won't stay down. Sends him into the corner. Look at Ryan Lusk, can barely walk over there. Absolutely exhausted. Now he's going to take him high rent again. It paid off last time. Ryan Lusk might be thinking the same thing here. Oh, Cena kicked him off. Cena kicked him off. Look out, top rope crossbody. Cena held it. Cena held it. 2. Oh, no, he doesn't get him. He kicks out. Ryan Lusk lives to fight another day here. Shot from Cena to the back. Shot from Cena to the back. Ryan Lusk hooked him up. Second from Melbourne with love. Second from Melbourne with love. Drag him over. Create your legacy, Ryan. Into the cover. 1. Got him. 2. No, he doesn't get him. Cena kicks out. What's it gonna take? What's it gonna take? Cena was first to his feet. Cena was first to his feet. Attitude adjustment. Attitude adjustment. Got him 2. Got him 3. Cena gets him. What a match. John Cena forced to pull a rabbit out of the hat here tonight. Ryan Lusk threw everything at him and couldn't keep the 15-time world champion down. Big Match John returns at Night of Champions. My God, what an effort. John Cena proves that he ain't going nowhere. Ryan Lusk comes up short at Night of Champions, but he threw his best punch at John Cena, and Cena proves that the future does indeed need to go through him. Wow, what a battle. What a battle. And I have a feeling, ladies and gentlemen, this issue may not be over. They're 1-1 now. John Cena comes up huge, as he has so many times before. Gets an enormous win. This means a hell of a lot to him. You can see it on his face. Cena defeats Lusk. What a match. Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming soon, NXT TakeOver Stronghold. This is an unmissable event. It'll be Finn Balor versus Mr. NXT Roderick Strong in a 20-minute Iron Man match. This is one, ladies and gentlemen, you simply must see. Set to go for our next contest here, ladies and gentlemen. What a night we've had so far. And it's only going to get better as we have the Women's Championship on the line in this one. Here comes Nikki Bella, who has been very public in her criticism of the women's division while she's been away with her neck injury. She returned the night after Backlash to get in the face of the current women's champion, because Nikki Bella, well, she claims she started this whole movement, but she hates the terminology women's wrestling. She says, I'm a diva. That's what I do. And I built this from the ground up. Without the Bellas, her and her sister Brie, there is no women's division. There is no progressive attitude towards women's wrestling. Nikki Bella, well, her ego can barely fit in the ring, let alone the building. And I'm sure this crowd is absolutely ready to see the boss shut the mouth of Nikki Bella here tonight. She is the reigning, defending women's champion, Sasha Banks. And this has a big fight feel to it as well, ladies and gentlemen. The women's division rolls through Oklahoma City, And there is the leader of the movement, Sasha Banks, the innovator of change in the professional wrestling industry. Sasha Banks, the boss, the legit boss, makes her way for her second pay-per-view title defense, the first of which was at Backlash against Nia Jax. She eked out a really tough win after Nia Jax came through the women's #1 contenders tournament. And that was ever so close. Sasha Banks certainly not taking anything for granted, as she knows how quickly it can be taken away. It's for all the marbles, ladies and gentlemen. The Women's Championship is on the line. Nikki Bella versus Sasha Banks. Let's do this. Nikki Bella straight after Sasha Banks, and now look out, Nikki Bella brings her back in. Oh, there's an elbow. And Sasha Banks was standing there rather defiantly, but Nikki Bella, believe it or not, will have the experience advantage over Sasha Banks. Sasha tries to fight out here. Sasha Banks now brings her back, going to give her a taste of her own medicine with a neck breaker. What a night so far, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely electric. Absolutely electric. It's been incredible. One title change, one title retained, and we've seen John Cena defeat Ryan Lusk in an incredible battle. John Cena showing that fight that we've been used to. And now we have two of the best women's wrestlers in the world today going toe-to-toe for the biggest prize in the game. So the referee's going to have to separate them. And an amicable split there for the two ladies. Sasha Banks takes the headlock here, whips her in. Oh, and a back elbow. There's a receipt for the back elbow that Nikki Bella gave Sasha Banks earlier on in the match. Sasha now up and down. Oh, man. Leaping into the air with Nikki Bella to get that full force, smashing her face off the canvas. Nikki Bella counters. But Sasha Banks too quick. And again, just slamming her head off the canvas. And that scrambles your brains. That really messes with you in a match when you can't think straight because you've had your head smashed off the canvas. As you see, Nikki Bella, though, recovers well. Sends her off. And now there's another receipt. So it's toe-to-toe at the moment. Both women showing some good aggression. It's what you need in a big match like this. It's no bigger than this. Women's Championship, up and down. Oh, atomic drop there. Good old-fashioned maneuver there from Nikki Bella. She does have somewhat of an old-school moveset. Got to look out for moves like the rack attack and that enormous right hand. If she connects that enormous right hand, it's over. As Nikki Bella hooks her up. Look at the power. And that's one thing that she's going to have in her advantage here, is the power advantage. Absolutely no question. Nikki Bella now to the second rope here. To the second rope with a splash. Good ploy. Take the air out of the lungs. I don't think that's a good ploy, though. You need to stay on her, and that's what. She gave Sasha Banks time to recover, and now she gets the headlock. Oh, and up and down. Working on that arm. Working on the arm. Oh, and an uppercut. European uppercut from the boss. Now the boss now taking it back to that arm. Flipping her over. Gonna drag her to the middle of the ring here. Sasha Banks, big time performer. Drop kick to the back. Sasha Banks now gets her to her feet. No wasted movement from the champion, and that's why she's the champion. You can almost feel how personal this is, though. Not many wrestling moves. It's just been smashing each other's head off the canvas. This could be enough. She's had herself rocked here, Nikki Bella, but she gets out at 2. Stays alive. Sasha Banks now working the head. Very smart. And as I said, ladies and gentlemen, this is why she's the reigning, defending women's champion. She picks a body part. You'll see all the best wrestlers in the world do it. Takes the headlock, and now the arm. Just really working the upper body, the head and the arm, scrambling the brains and working the arm. If you can't lift her up for the rack attack if you can't feel your arms. Now, taking her to the high red district here, Sasha Banks. What is she thinking? It's been all Banks. Up to the top, thinking superplex, up and down. And that could be enough That sucks the life out of you. But no wasted movement from Sasha Banks. Gets her to her feet here. Into the corner again. And Sasha Banks lines her up. Oh! Full head of steam with the knees. Full head of steam with the knees. Nikki Bella, been the subject of some punishment, kicks out. Stays alive and kicks out. Nikki Bella showing that toughness, that grit. Snap suplex. Good recovery from Nikki Bella. And now she's taking it to the head, and you can see this is getting personal here. These two women don't like what the other's about. Into the cover. Has she done enough? She hasn't. You're going to have to do more than that, Nikki, to put away Banks. Snapmare from Nikki Bella, much to the chagrin of this crowd. They're not happy with it. Not happy with this tactic. And Nikki Bella now going to work the back of Sasha Banks. Very smart. Keep her grounded. Get your breath back. But you might not get a chance because here comes Banks. Banks working away on Nikki Bella. Takes a headlock again. And now Sasha Banks has been working the head. What's she doing here? What's she doing here? Over to the apron. Over to the apron. Oh, no. We've seen this before. We've seen this before. How personal is this getting? Apron DDT. Apron DDT to Nikki Bella. You've got to follow it up, Sasha. And now what's this? Oh, and again. Nikki Bella has to be rocked to the core here. She can have nothing left. She can have nothing left. And what's this, Sasha Banks? Sasha Banks into the cover. Wait a minute. What the hell? Sasha Banks with her feet up on the rope. Oh, Nikki Bella kicked out. How personal and how desperate are these two women? Uncharacteristic move from Sasha Banks. Puts her legs up on the rope. Tries to cheat. Shades of Eddie Guerrero. Trying to lie, cheat and steal. We know how influenced she is. But look out to the top rope as she got her up and down with a neck breaker. Another move surrounding the head. And look at her smiling. An ode to Eddie Guerrero. Trying to lie, cheat and steal. Oh, Nikki Bella escaped. Very savvy from the ring veteran Bella. Got her up and down the Bella Buster. The Bella Buster out of nowhere. Bella Buster out of nowhere. Into the cover, got her too. No, doesn't get her. Sasha Banks playing to the crowd a little bit too much. Nikki Bella's going to take the opportunity. Nikki Bella hooked her up, rack attack. Sasha Banks is out cold. Sasha Banks hasn't moved. We've got a new women's champion too. No! Sasha Banks kicks out. Nikki Bella can't quite put Banks away. Trying desperately to get to her feet. No wasted movement. Gotta stay on her. Nikki Bella, oh. Out comes Sasha Banks. Snapmare. She showed signs of fight. But Nikki Bella, she's been clinical here tonight. Sasha Banks has tried to pull everything out. Nikki Bella now wrenching back. Hyperextending the shoulders. Wearing down Banks, but here she comes. We know she's a Spitfire. We know she has fight. And Sasha Banks fought out, but Nikki Bella not taking no for an answer. Up and down, back body drop and a shot to the back. Nikki Bella has been enormous. Into the cover. Has she done enough? No, she hasn't. She's getting frustrated. This is not the time. This is not the time to get frustrated. This is when you need to be cold and calculated. And that's what she's done. Back suplex from Nikki Bella. Wearing away at the legs of the boss. Exhausted. Both women have thrown everything at each other. Sends her into the corner. Ever since Banks hesitated, she's been in trouble. She could be in even more trouble. Oh my God. Second rope bulldog. Into the cover. 1. Got her 2. Got her 3. No, she doesn't have her. Sasha Banks gets the shoulder up. And the women's champion is fighting against some adversity here. We don't see this often from the boss fighting against adversity. Look out, bankrupt! Nails bankrupt! Out of nowhere, Sasha Banks into the cover. Got her one, got her two, got her. No, she doesn't get her. Nikki Bella gets the shoulder up. Nikki Bella gets the shoulder up. And now Bella, STO. The power of Nikki Bella on display. STO. And now, for a second time, yes! Bella Buster to Sasha Banks. A second Bella Buster. Stumbles into the cover, one, two, doesn't get her, for God's sake. A second Bella Buster, can't put her away. Nikki Bella though, hooks her up again. Hooks her up again. She's been cold, she's been calculated, and now we might be calling her the new women's champion. Get the cover. Nikki Bella back to the mountaintop, 2 and 3. No, oh my God. Sasha Banks kicks out of a second rack attack. Nikki Bella can't believe it. She is beside herself. Sasha Banks will not die. DDT. The vicious streak coming out in Bella. And it needs to. Oh no! Sasha Banks finding something. Digging down into the championship reserve. Ducks under. Oh my God! She got lit up with that enormous right hand out of nowhere. New women's champion. My God, what a performance from Nikki Bella. Pulls it out. Clutch moment for Nikki Bella. And out she comes on top. New women's champion. What a match! Sasha Banks was on the comeback trail and got knocked off out of nowhere. Look at that shot. Drops her where she stands and into the cover and wins herself the Women's Championship. What an incredible performance from Nikki Bella. Love her or hate her, she is your new Women's Champion, ladies and gentlemen. She comes up huge in Oklahoma City. A clinical performance. She was cold, she was calculated, and she took her moments. What does this mean for the landscape of the women's division? What a performance. This is your new women's champion, Nikki Bella.
American Alpha had the unknown jobbers, which I like. That, you know, the big fat guy and the fucking little skinny guy. Very, very typical sort of attitude era sort of booking. Well, any era, you know, other than this one. And then they roll out a myriad of teams that are also jobbers that you've never, like, you haven't seen for weeks. And it's just like, oh, you can't bring these guys out. You can't bring the Ascension out after how deep you've buried them. You can't bring the Vaudevillains out after they've been beaten by everyone on the roster.
We have a serious situation here, ladies and gentlemen. Bo Dallas has brought out a bloodied Curtis Axel to the ring. And no. Bo, no! Oh my God! Oh my God! Can we get medical staff out here, please? Is there a doctor? Someone! What the hell is Bray Wyatt doing here now? For God's sake! Curtis Axel's skull might be crushed. And now we've got Bray Wyatt. I can faintly make out Bo Dallas in the ring just staring at Curtis Axel, his former best friend. And now Bray Wyatt seems to have brainwashed Bo Dallas. We saw on Monday Night Raw, they both took apart Dean Ambrose and took Dean Ambrose's hardcore title, and now look at this. Look at this. Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt is just pacing around ringside. Look at this. Bo Dallas is just staring at him. And Bray Wyatt into the ring. Bray Wyatt into the ring. No, no, no. For God's sake, he's had enough. He's had enough. Oh, my God, under the chair. Under the chair. What the hell is this? The referee. Oh, my God. He counts the 4. Yeah, you've won the match. This wasn't a match. This was a statement. God almighty, look at that. Absolute brutality, unnecessary brutality. Look at the trance-like state of Bo Dallas, and he gets the cover. The referee makes the fall to get rid of the threat, and Bo Dallas insists on that tie. Look at this. Sick. The Wyatt family is sick. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what to say. That was absolutely disgusting. We're going to have to carry on with the show. Hopefully, throughout the show, the rest of the show, we have some updates on Curtis Axel's condition. I can't imagine it's good news regardless. But I have to refocus here and focus on the action. It's Alberto Del Rio versus AJ Styles for the Intercontinental title. And this crowd is all over Del Rio here. We've already seen 2 title changes tonight, 1 retained. And Alberto Del Rio taking umbrage with a fan in the front row. Certainly has a chip on his shoulder, this guy, and he's worked his way up to taking on AJ Styles here. He certainly had some choice words on SmackDown for AJ Styles in the lead up to this match. He says that this is going to be the age of Alberto. And he comes to the ring here tonight with an enormous point to prove. Alberto Del Rio in a big-time title match. And he says it's about damn time. And I tend to agree with him there. But there is one enormous roadblock in the way. The phenomenal one. AJ Styles, you can see the cockiness of Alberto Del Rio. Doesn't understand why the crowd's cheering. But I do. And it's AJ Styles, the phenomenal Intercontinental Champion. The first time these two met, it was an absolute instant classic. AJ Styles took the honours in that match. It was non-title. This time, it's for that gold belt, the Intercontinental title. Its lineage, undeniable. A much more serious AJ Styles approaches the ring here, and it's understandable. He knows what's on the line. He knows what kind of threat Alberto Del Rio poses. He's felt it. He's felt the power of Del Rio. He knows that Del Rio is one of, simply put, the best professional wrestlers in the industry. And he can't afford to take him lightly. AJ Styles waited 15 years to get into the WWE. He's now a champion. And now he's in one of the co-main events on a major pay-per-view. The Intercontinental title is what it's for. AJ Styles defends. And this title has really become the wrestling fans' title. If you're a fan of professional wrestling, this is your belt. The workman's title, the workhorse title. And AJ Styles stares across the ring from Alberto Del Rio. The lineage of Alberto Del Rio's family, unheralded as well in Mexico. And AJ Styles
has built his own legacy by himself. He defends the Intercontinental title, hands it over to the referee. Could he be handing it over for the final time? Alberto Del Rio and AJ Styles ready to go for that glorious piece of gold. The Intercontinental title is what it's all about. Big time matchup, and it's underway. ADR versus AJ. Are we about to enter in to the era of Alberto, or will the phenomenal title reign continue? AJ with a headlock, slung off. Alberto Del Rio is going to have the power advantage, absolutely no question. AJ reverses. AJ certainly has that technical proficiency. Both men, well, I personally believe that these two are two of the very best professional wrestlers that we have on the roster, and perhaps on any roster in the world. ADR backs him up again here. Del Rio slings him off again, but there's the quickness of AJ Styles with a drop kick. They link up again. This time, it's Alberto Del Rio who takes the headlock here. Can he use his power? But AJ slings him off the ropes again. Now AJ, but there's the power. There's the power. Very even matchup so far. Del Rio taking it to AJ Styles. Now takes the back. Almost chess-like. This crowd still a little bit stunned, without question, from what just took place with Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. I'm still yet to get any word on Curtis Axel. Hopefully, later on tonight, we will have an update on the condition. As Alberto Del Rio now takes the arm. This is more of what we expected from Del Rio. He'll wear out that arm, looking for the cross arm breaker. He's got so many ways he can beat you, Del Rio. With that super kick, with the backstabber. Just a litany of ways he can put you away, and that's what makes him so dangerous. Plus that MMA background almost makes him the total package. And I'm not talking about Lex Luger, as AJ Styles picked him up with power, with a power bomb. Just a straight up power bomb, and AJ Styles, with no wasted movement, takes it to the arm. AJ got him back up, but look at this. Del Rio, perfect counter into a DDT, and these two seem to have each other expertly scouted. As AJ now struggles to his feet from that DDT, and I don't blame him. Alberto Del Rio missed the first shot, doesn't miss the next two, and there is a crucifix. And onto the back and the neck of AJ Styles, and the torque on that was absolutely exceptional. And he's taking it to the back. We know that AJ Styles has had trouble with his back up and down. It was actually DDP yoga that helped AJ Styles recover from that back injury. You can see AJ's fighting back. There's a forearm. There's a forearm. And he blocks another one from Alberto Del Rio. Blocks another one. Now AJ gets him into the middle of the ring. What's he thinking here? He's got the double underhooks, up and over. Beautiful suplex from the phenomenal one. And he takes back control of this match, but for how long? It's been very back and forth. AJ Styles now gets him to his feet. Look out, hooked him up. Oh, beautiful neck breaker. Oh, yes. The back breaker, neck breaker combo. Now AJ wearing away on the arm of Alberto Del Rio. It is very chess-like at the moment. AJ tries to get him to his feet, but Del Rio sweeps him. They've got each other so well scouted here. Now Del Rio going to take it to the neck. Going to slow the pace of the match again. Very technical match. Didn't expect anything else from two of the best in the world. Here we go, one. Got him. Just a one count. You're going to have to do a hell of a lot more than that, Alberto. And he knows that. He knows that, but it's good to get a gauge. It's good to get a gauge of where your opponent's at. Nice reversal from AJ. Might not matter. Sends him into the corner anyway. Sends him into the corner anyway. And now Del Rio going to load him up on the top rope here. No, he's not. He's going to flop him down. And this is dangerous. Oh, Alberto with a shot to the midsection. And this is that viciousness. The vicious streak from Alberto. There's the backstabber from the second rope. Backstabber from the second rope. Picks him up. No wasted movement. Slings him around. Up and down. Another backstabber. Two in a row to AJ. On, into the cover. Into the cover. Hook of the leg. AJ grabbed the rope at 2.5.
The ring veteran AJ Styles always has that ring presence. Alberto, very impressive in this match so far. Alberto now takes him over to the ropes. Look out. Oh, a big clothesline sends AJ over the ropes. And now I think Alberto's got an idea. Alberto Del Rio, full head of steam. Del Rio, incredibly impressive here tonight. Has to follow it up. Get him back in the ring and pin him. Wonderful combination of moves from the Mexican. Del Rio, what's he thinking? Take it to the base, wear him down. I'd be covering him. I wouldn't be talking trash. I'd be covering him. Alberto Del Rio's ego maybe getting in the way, but now he grapevines the leg and it could well be over. But AJ won't give it up. AJ won't give up the Intercontinental title that easy. If you think he's going to lay down. AJ cut off though. And Del Rio whips him into the other corner. Head of steam. Oh my God, a vicious enziguri. A vicious step-up enziguri to AJ Styles. And how good is Del Rio looking here? AJ struggling to his feet. Del Rio tried to kick him in the stomach. AJ moved. Look out. Calf killer. Can he lock it in? He does. Calf killer on it. Alberto Del Rio. He's in enormous trouble. Trying to find out here. Del Rio, no. AJ let it go. Perhaps that's some exhaustion creeping in. AJ getting desperate and into the cover. Has he done enough? No, he hasn't done enough. AJ, that desperation in the big moment is starting to creep in. Both men back to their feet here. And AJ now hooks him up. What's he thinking? Got him pump handled. Up and over. Oh my God. A pump handle gut buster to Alberto Del Rio. And now AJ Styles is gonna gun him. Former Bullet Club member AJ Styles stalking Alberto Del Rio here. But Del Rio turned it around. Northern Light suplex from Del Rio into the cover. 1, 2, doesn't get him. AJ still alive. Just white-knuckled on that Intercontinental title at the moment, AJ Styles. But Del Rio's doing his best to loosen the grip. AJ sends him into the corner. Gonna load him up. Has to load him up. Has to take a risk here, AJ Styles. And he's one of the best in the industry at it. To the top rope with Alberto Del Rio. Up and down. Massive back suplex. Took its toll on both men. AJ Styles rolls Alberto Del Rio over, and now AJ's going to go high risk. I don't think he's seen it. He hasn't seen Alberto get up. Oh my God, a step-up enziguri from Alberto Del Rio. He's had an answer for everything here, Del Rio. This has really got shades of Nikki Bella about it, this match, and she captured the women's title. Alberto Del Rio slowing the pace. AJ Styles trying to quicken the pace. It's a juxtaposition here. Big time match. AJ Styles and Del Rio going toe-to-toe for the Intercontinental title. Del Rio whips him in. Del Rio now seems exhausted. Loads up AJ Styles again. Is he going to look for it? Top rope backstabber. Is he going to follow it up? With another one? And yes, he does. Deja vu from Alberto Del Rio. Into the cover again. 1, got him. No, AJ grabbed the rope. Del Rio didn't learn. The desperation. And when you're in the heat of the moment, you're not thinking. You're just thinking of getting the cover. And he may get a chance here. Del Rio stalks him. Oh my God, what a shot. What a shot from Del Rio. And now he's going to move him into the middle of the ring. Incredibly smart from the super kick. Alberto Del Rio comes up huge in Oklahoma. Oh my God. AJ Styles stays alive. And he needs to find something here. AJ hooks him up. AJ hooks him up and over with a suplex. So desperate. AJ now gonna go high risk. He has to. His title's on the line. 15 years he's worked to be in this position, and now he's up for a 450 splash. A 450 splash from Styles. Get the cover, AJ. Defend your title. 1. Got him 2. Got him 3. No, he doesn't get him. He doesn't get him. AJ needs to pull something out big time here, but Del Rio with another answer. Del Rio with another answer. Del Rio firing up. Del Rio firing up with a clothesline and another clothesline. Ducks under. AJ off the ropes. Oh, tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker from Del Rio. AJ to his feet. Swings him around. Backstabber. Another backstabber. This crowd is stunned. Del Rio over to the corner. Del Rio's on the brink here. Del Rio's on the brink. He nailed him with another super kick. It connected. AJ's out. AJ's out cold. AJ's out cold. Del Rio into the cover. 1. Got him 2. Got him 3. And Alberto Del Rio comes up huge in Oklahoma City. And we've crowned yet another new champion. What a performance from Del Rio. He managed to avoid the Styles clash. He had the match on his terms, and I've said it before, if you can get the match on your terms, you can win it. Del Rio, enormous here over AJ Styles. AJ Styles tried his best to hang on, but we may well have entered into the age of Alberto. Well, here we go. The first of our 2 world title matches. What an atmosphere, ladies and gentlemen. 3 new champions crowned. United States Women's and Intercontinental titles all changing hands. Rusev looks to continue that trend here with Lana in tow. As we just saw, Rusev has been absolutely relentless in his pursuit of the WWE Championship, and more importantly, of Randy Orton. He has destroyed Orton to the point where he is a shell of a man. But Orton, as we all know, has that championship reserve. He's a 3rd generation superstar, and he will come out here all guns blazing against the Bulgarian brute, Rusev. Big fight feel in Oklahoma City, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you once again for joining me for Night of Champions. And now we get in to the big business at hand. The WWE Championship, which you can only see exclusively on Raw. It's Rusev. Looks to continue his path of destruction, and don't discount the fact that that woman in the blue suit on the outside of the ring is there. We all know what impact Lana has on not only the match,
but the psyche of Rusev. He appears stronger. He appears a different kind of animal while Lana is at ringside. So Randy Orton not only has to contend with potentially broken ribs, but he also has to contend with Lana at ringside. But that man right there is his biggest threat. Rusev is an absolute monster, and you can see the focused look on Randy Orton and this crowd coming unglued for the WWE Champion. What an atmosphere here. Randy Orton makes his way to the ring. As I said, third generation superstar. It's in his blood. It seems as though it's his divine right to be at the top of the heap and to be noted as the world champion. He has gold running through his veins. His grandfather, his father, all champions. Randy Orton continues that here tonight at Night of Champions. He's battered, he's bruised, but he's a Viper. And we all know Vipers are most dangerous when they are cornered. And make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen, Randy Orton is cornered and ready to strike here tonight. It gets no bigger. Randy Orton and Rusev are about to go toe to toe. Randy Orton, you can see the bandage on his arm. I'm willing to bet there's a bigger bandage around his ribs under that t-shirt. But Orton is here. He's ready to compete. He's a fighting champion. He wants nothing more than to hold on to that gold. And that gold is what it's all about right now, ladies and gentlemen. This is incredible. You can feel the tension in this arena. You can see there, Randy Orton definitely has all of those ribs taped up. Rusev stares out with disdain into the crowd. Doesn't care about anyone. I think he barely cares about Lana, to be honest. He's all about getting his hands on that man and that title that's over his shoulder as Randy Orton, the battered and bruised Viper, raises that arm, and I think that is significant. He raises that shoulder that appears to be the injured one. Randy Orton, could he be just like everybody else who's defended a singles title here tonight, be handing that title over for the last time? The referee holds it above his head. We are ready to go. Rusev versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. This is Raw's main event, ladies and gentlemen. Randy Orton paces around and immediately takes Rusev up against the ropes. This is going to get ugly. I can feel it. Amicable split, somewhat surprising. Randy Orton will be keen to prove that he's not that hurt. But I mean, it's all written there. You can see the bandages. Rusev, it may as well be a target. But Randy Orton fires the first shot. And the cornered Viper going to come out swinging here. And look at this. Again, overpowering. I would give the power advantage to Rusev. But Randy Orton certainly has the height advantage. And there's Rusev. There's a receipt. And there is no love lost between these two at all. Now Rusev backs up Orton here. Huge big fight feel here in the arena. You can hear the buzz around the stadium as Orton fires back again. And the referee doing his best to keep these two under control here as Orton takes the head of Rusev and significantly takes the head with that supposedly injured shoulder. It has to be. Orton switches. Very interesting tactic. Orton switched up the shoulder for the hip toss. Now Orton again took him over though with that shoulder. So maybe, just maybe, that shoulder won't be giving Orton the kind of trouble that we expected. There's a parting little shot as they link up again. And this has just been so aggressive, hasn't it? So physical early. These two just trying to get on top, trying to get dominant. And Orton just not pulling any punches here. Taking it right to Rusev. Oh my God. What a shot.
And that's how quickly it can change. That's how dangerous Rusev is. Gets Orton to his feet though. Orton with an arm drag. Took him over. Well done. Got to keep that separation. And then close the distance. And now Orton. Side Russian leg sweep. Orton wrestling the perfect match here in my opinion so far. How long that will last. I mean, you can see how quickly the tide can change with that wheel kick from Rusev. But Orton staying in control. This is what he's got to do. Slow it down. Picks Rusev up. Back to his feet here. But Rusev too quick. Took him up and down onto the ribs. And this is where it really starts. You have to think the deeper this match goes. And look at this, Rusev taking it to that arm. Very smart from Rusev. Look at Lana at ringside. Cold, calculating, and Rusev now picks him up and over onto that injured arm and the shoulder and the ribs. Rusev, very intelligent competitor. This could only be a matter of time here. The Viper is going to have to really pull something out of the bag here as Rusev now gets this match on his terms. Oh, what a shot, but it was blocked by Randy Orton. And Randy Orton still has some fight left in him here. Brings him back up and down, power slam. Orton, you feel like he has to end this quickly. That was a straight shot and a very aggressive kick to the face of Rusev. Now he gets him back up. Gets him back up, Orton. With the power still left. He's still got some power. But as I said, you feel like the more this match goes on, the longer it goes, the more it'll favour Rusev. But Orton flipped him around. Now what's Orton thinking? Up and down, back suplex. Orton getting this match back on terms, has to. Elbow across the face of Rusev. Right across the face of Rusev. Now Orton gets Rusev back to his feet. Takes a headlock. Now where's Orton sending him? Sending him all the way to the outside. The Viper's showing that he's not afraid to get down and dirty here. There is countouts, there is disqualifications in this match. And Rusev thrown right onto the floor. The gold carpet that we have set up here. Randy Orton gets him to his feet. Dangerous spot here if you've got injured ribs, I must say. On the outside, I'd be keeping it in the ring, even though the ring's not much better. But Rusev going to fight back. He fought out of that. And now look out. This is what I'm talking about, a back body drop. And those injured ribs. Count of 6. Rusev sees that Orton's getting up. He doesn't have to break the count. And he's going to let him back in the ring here. Orton back in the ring. Always wants to fight. And Rusev with a chop. A huge shot that reverberated around the stadium and a knee lift. A knee lift right to the head. And Orton is in big trouble. Rusev with the power. Into the corner. And now Rusev, as we've seen so many times before, and it's been so effective, Rusev strawns him over the top. Just taking that boot right to the face of Orton. This is that sadistic side of Rusev. And Lana cheering him on from ringside. Rusev, has he done enough? That back body drop on the outside may have rattled the ribs. 2 count, but a long 2 count. You can already see this match taking its toll on Randy Orton. But Orton now fights out, got him with a backbreaker. And even that would hurt the ribs of Randy Orton. Straight into the cover. It's vintage Randy Orton 2. 3, oh God, a long 2 count for Rusev as well. Orton getting aggressive. Elbow to the crown of the head. Orton picking his moment here. Orton picking his moment. And now he's becoming the Viper. He's hearing those voices in his head. And they're telling him to win. And now he's hearing the voices of this crowd. Orton picks him up. Oh my God, the power down with the neck breaker. Randy Orton, for God's sake, and this is what I'm talking about. Randy cannot be distracted. Your title is on the line, and Rusev up and down on the ribs. And has he done enough? 1, 2, got him. No, it doesn't get him. Rusev can't quite put Orton away, but that is the impact that Lana will make. Rusev with a snapmare, and I reckon he's going to go to work here, and he is on the neck and head of Randy Orton. Randy Orton gained the momentum and lost it because he was sidetracked by Lana. You can't afford to do it. I say it every week. The Savant! The Savant kick! We've seen it put so many away too. Got him 3-0. Oh my God. Randy Orton, white-knuckled. Just clasping at straws here. Rusev. But Randy Orton responds. The Viper responds here. Vintage Randy Orton. With the DDT. Get the cover, Randy. Defend your title. 1. Got him 2. Lana desperate at ringside. Lana's beside herself at ringside. She knows how close that was. She knows how quickly the Viper can strike. Orton sends him into the corner and again. Now she's up on the apron. You can see the desperation of Lana. She knows her man's in trouble. There's a back suplex. The referee has got to do something about it. This match is way too important. This title is too important to have her ruining the match at ringside here. But the damage may already be done. The damage may well already be done because here's the accolade. And the injured ribs of Randy Orton going to be put right to the test here. Rusev just wrenching it back. Look at Lana at ringside. Rusev, let it go. The arrogance of this man. The arrogance of this man. And into the cover. 1. I think he's done enough. 2. No, he hasn't done enough. Orton gets that injured shoulder. Peels it off the canvas just before the 3 count. Orton slowly to his feet. He's really struggling here. He's been struggling right from the start. But here is Orton now. Up and over. Shades of Kurt Angle. Olympic slam, and now Orton fired up. Orton looking for it. The crowd's up. Can he hit it? Yes, he does. RKO, RKO. It's over. Oh, for God's sake. Lana drags the referee out of the ring. Orton choosing to stay on him. This is the smartest thing you can do. The referee's got to throw her out. She laid hands on the referee, belly-to-belly suplex. And Rusev escapes again. And now look at this. Lana throws a chair in the ring, for God's sake. Cover here. Is it done? It's not done. Randy Orton keeps the shoulder up. Randy Orton keeps the shoulder up. Lana threw a goddamn chair in the ring. What more does she have to do to get thrown out, referee? For God's sake. Make a call. Where's Shane McMahon? Where's the general manager of Raw to kick Lana out here? Rusev has Randy Orton in a spot he quite simply doesn't want to be. Rusev boosts him up on his shoulders. Oh my God. Oh my God. Down onto the rims. Down onto the rims. Orton's got to be out. Off the second rope too. New champion, no. Orton is still there. The Viper is still in it. The 3rd generation superstar is still there, and a huge clothesline from Rusev. And you can see Orton. Orton is flailing. Orton is in huge trouble. Rusev picking him apart limb from limb. Rusev now rolls him over and goes straight to the shoulder. Now he's going after the other shoulder. Going after the other injured shoulder. Orton's been taken through the barricade twice. He's been beaten down by Rusev, and there's only so much he can take, and he just won't die. Rusev can't believe it, but you're going to have to put him away. He's the world champion, Rusev. You're going to have to put him away. Look at the disrespect here. And Lana absolutely loving it at ringside. You feel like it's only a matter of time. Rusev picked him up. This'll do it. This'll do it. Alabama slam to Randy Orton and dragged into the middle of the ring. He's out 2 and 3. No, oh my God. I'm beginning to think it might be better for Orton to just stay down. Rusev just relentless here. Orton won't give it up though. Orton won't give it up. Randy Orton finding something. Listen to this crowd come alive for Orton. Orton on all points of Rusev. Desperation cover. 1, got him 2, got him 3. No, oh my God. Orton digging down into the championship reserve. Orton finding something. Orton turned him around. Neck breaking to Rusev. The momentum is building for the Viper. It's a second RKO. A second RKO. Oh, for God, referee count. Make the count. Don't worry about her. Throw her out of the match. Throw her out of the match. And he is. And finally the referee throws Lana out of the match. This crowd comes unglued. Oklahoma's on its feet. It's now one-on-one. Lana's been thrown out, but look out, Rusev. Rusev's still in control, and Randy Orton is still as battered as ever. And Rusev now just throws into the outside of the ring. And Rusev has lost it here. Rusev has absolutely snapped. Rusev has absolutely snapped here. He's taken it to the outside. There's a count of 1 here. Disqualifications are in effect here. You can't use weapons, but you can use the barricade. You can use the barricade, but Orton showing some fight. This is completely broken down. This blood feud between these two has gotten out of control. Suplex, oh my God, under the stairs. Rusev's legs landed onto the stairs, and Orton is starting to tear him apart. We are on an even playing field now. Orton, he's not going to let him get counted out. Orton wants to fight here. Oh, into the stairs goes Rusev. Orton fighting with every fibre of his being to stay in this match. And now that it's one-on-one, you've got to get it in the ring. Oh, God, his ribs off the stairs. Rusev too powerful. Orton's ribs went off the stairs. Rusev gets him to his feet. Look out. God, into the corner. Into the corner. No. We've seen this. We've seen this before. Oh, my God. Rusev puts him through the barricade. The fans in Oklahoma are on their feet, but Randy Orton certainly isn't. Rusev back in the ring, only to go back outside the ring. Rusev breaks the count. He may have also broken Randy Orton. Oh, for God. Off the apron. Off the apron goes Orton. He's gone through the barricade. God. And again. And look at Rusev. As soon as Lana left, he snapped. He's beside himself. Orton can't stand. Orton's got nothing left. Look at Rusev just staring at Orton as he tries to get to his feet here. Oh, and into the barricade again with those ribs. Into the barricade again with those ribs and off the stairs again. And Rusev is just hammering away. It's a count of 4. You don't have to worry about a count out. Rusev ain't going to get counted out. There's too much on the line. He's just here to maul Randy Orton. Just to destroy Randy Orton. Into the barricade again. Oh my God. And off the stairs again goes Orton. A systematic destruction from the Bulgarian brute. He has been relentless in his pursuit of the WWE title. And he's getting so close now. Orton is in the biggest trouble he's ever been in his career. Rusev gets him back in the ring. Rusev gets him back in the ring. And look out. Just the punishment continues. The punishment continues. Orton with nothing left. He wasn't 100% coming in. And now Rusev. What the hell is he doing? Up for a suplex. Oh my God. Oh my God. Randy Orton is out. Randy Orton is out. Surely not. Rusev destroys Randy Orton and takes the title. I am stunned. I am absolutely stunned. Rusev walked into Night of Champions having an absolute reign of terror, and he backs it up. Look at Orton's arm just flopped down. There's only so much he can take, and Rusev has taken what means most to Randy Orton and this industry. I am absolutely stunned. Rusev walks into Night of Champions and walks out your new world champion. He was on an absolute tear through NXT before being stopped in his tracks by Kazuchika Okada and Daniel Bryan. This is incredible. Look out, Jericho. Jericho's got the walls of Jericho. Wait a minute, what the hell? Samoa Joe's meant to be on NXT, for God's sake. Look at him swinging this chair like a madman. What the hell is Samoa Joe doing? Wait a minute, it's Batista! Batista! And now Ryback is lighting him up. He's lighting him up. You can hear the chants. Wait a minute, look at this. Ringside off, for God's sake. It's Samoa Joe. But here we go. One of Samoa Joe's other victims on Backlash. Samoa Joe's just walking around doing whatever he wants. Jericho's not having it. Jericho fighting back. Samoa Joe's had enough. Takes off. Samoa Joe is requesting Batista and Chris Jericho at Night of Champions 2-on-1. And it looks as though we are going to be joined by Batista. Well, Batista has said he's in, and that wasn't hard at all. Well, I mean, we knew this was happening, didn't we? Jericho was never going to be easy. And Chris Jericho has said no. So what on earth does that mean? Chris Jericho is not down with the idea for whatever reason. He has his reasonings. God, look out! Chris Jericho emphatically answers Samoa Joe. Set to go here, ladies and gentlemen. It's 2-on-1. What an explosive night we've had. And it's about to get even more combustible as Samoa Joe, a man who has held both rosters at ransom. He showed up on both shows, Raw and SmackDown. It doesn't matter to him. He claims he is his own brand. And I think that is an attitude that could very well bring him undone here tonight. He has audaciously called out two former world champions in Chris Jericho and Batista. Not just two former world champions, these guys are first ballot Hall of Famers. Samoa Joe says, I want to face the best each brand has got so I can prove that I am better than any one brand. It's an audacious attitude, but it is one way to make an impact. But I have a feeling it could seriously bite him in the ass here tonight, because he's got a fired up Y2J and a fired up Batista to contend with here tonight. This crowd still red hot after an incredible night of action. We have had now, ladies and gentlemen, 4 titles change hands. Absolutely extraordinary. Absolutely extraordinary. And I can tell you right now, Curtis Axel, I have an update on his condition. Curtis Axel has been rushed to hospital. He is conscious, but he is severely sedated at the moment with painkillers. I don't know what to say. That's all the information I've got. I mean, it was absolutely disgusting what Bo Wyatt
I guess you call him Bo Wyatt, Bo Dallas, Wyatt, Dallas, whatever you want to call him, it doesn't matter. It was sick. And what Bray did to an already injured Curtis Axel, just as bad. And the Wyatts are on the loose, and I've never been more fearful for the roster than with the Wyatts. There is now 4. It's a really terrible situation, but we'll focus at the situation at hand. It's Y2J, as I said, first ballot Hall of Famer, the first ever undisputed champion. He beat Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock in the same night to become that undisputed champion, and he'll let you know all about it. He actually dug his heels in for this match. He doesn't think Batista can be trusted, and the ego's certainly getting in the way for Chris Jericho. This has been a developing story since Backlash, when Samoa Joe busted apart what was already a bust-up between this man and Chris Jericho. This place comes unglued for the Animal, who is back on pay-per-view. He was disappointed at Backlash that he wasn't featured on the card, but I'm sure with King of the Ring on the horizon, certainly he and Chris Jericho could be featured pretty heavily in that tournament, as well as, I guess, Samoa Joe, who is technically still a free agent. So who knows where Samoa Joe's allegiance lies, whether it's anywhere. I wouldn't be surprised that if he goes down in this match tonight, which I think he will, what happens to Samoa Joe? What is the future of Samoa Joe? He has not made that clear. He hasn't really made anything clear except that he's arrogant and that he thinks he can beat 2 people in one night. But we're not just talking 2 ordinary people. That's what blows my mind about this whole thing. We're talking, look at the size of Batista. What makes him think that he could beat Batista even 1-on-1, let alone 2-on-1? What makes him think he could defeat Chris Jericho 1-on-1, let alone 2-on-1? We're about to find out. And I honestly hope Samoa Joe gets shut up right here tonight. This place, Oklahoma City, certainly seem extremely excited to lay eyes on Batista. We're set to go. I still can't believe this is happening. Samoa Joe ready to take on Batista and Chris Jericho. Let's go. How on earth is this going to pan out? It's got Combustible written all over it as Jericho laying in some shots here on Samoa Joe, but still trying to keep his distance. There's a heavy chop there from Jericho, and another one to Samoa Joe, and another one. Jericho lining up Samoa Joe here in the early going. And this is what I was talking about. What makes Samoa Joe think that he can beat Chris Jericho even 1-on-1, let alone in 2-on-1 action? But here comes Samoa Joe, going to try and submit him. This is probably the best way to get it done. Probably the best way to get it done. Get a quick tap out. Jericho throws him over. Trying to keep his distance here, Jericho. Trying to brawl with Samoa Joe. Don't know how smart this is, because here comes Samoa Joe. The welt on his chest already prominent. Samoa Joe now ducks under, and now he's lining him up. Now he's lining up Chris Jericho with those patented kicks. Now look out, Jericho jacks the jaw of Samoa Joe, and now going back to the well with those chops. Look at Samoa Joe's chest. Absolutely getting welted up here. Chris Jericho unrelenting. This place coming unglued. Jericho hammering away on Samoa Joe. Certainly a measure of revenge, and Chris Jericho, now the ego comes into it. I wouldn't be placating to the crowd too much. They're certainly not appreciating as much, but gee, I'll tell you what, Samoa Joe has copped some chops here. Jericho whips him in, ducks under. Now under again. Jericho, oh, with a back elbow. And Jericho is absolutely flying here. Batista will be keen to get in and get him some as well. Jericho with another chop, for God's sake. Samoa Joe's chest is almost bleeding from those chops, but here comes Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe lining up Chris Jericho, and a suplex. Samoa Joe gets it back on his terms. Batista yet to enter into this match, looking pretty antsy at ringside. Pacing up and down, just waiting for his turn to get his hands on Samoa Joe. Chris Jericho certainly done more showboating than Batista would probably like. That was just a vicious suplex. And now all of a sudden Samoa Joe has turned the tables here on Chris Jericho. He could be in trouble. Oh, an STO. An STO from Samoa Joe, and this is why he's so dangerous. This is exactly why he's so dangerous. You can see Batista growing more and more impatient. Chris Jericho with an upkick. Now another attempted chop, but Samoa Joe having absolutely none of that. Sends him into the corner. Chris Jericho finding himself maybe in a little bit of trouble here. And now he's going to find himself in the Tree of Woe. Not a good spot for Chris Jericho. Shot to the midsection. Now Samoa Joe, just the sole of the boot right to the face of Chris Jericho. Drags Jericho into the middle of the ring here. Samoa Joe rolls him over. Going to look for the cover here on Jericho. Got him one. Just a one count. Jericho stays alive, but would perhaps benefit from a tag to Batista. Oh, there's a forearm. Forearm to Samoa Joe, and another attempted chop, but Samoa Joe's wise to them now, not having any of it. Jericho finding himself in a little bit of trouble here. Samoa Joe puts him into the corner. Now Samoa Joe, he was lining something up, but Jericho, this will be his chance to get the tag, but Jericho choosing to play to the crowd again. Get the tag, for God's sake. Look at Jericho continuing to flex here. The ego of Chris Jericho is absolutely off the charts, and now we'll finally get a tag, surely. Now we'll finally get a tag, surely. Batista, once in the match, you can see him yelling out at him, but Jericho letting his ego get in the way, as we all knew would happen, but this is ridiculous. I mean, why would you want to cop so much punishment? Samoa Joe going to line him up here. Oh, Jericho got the knees up. Jericho got the knees up. Ran in. Code breaker. Code breaker to Samoa Joe. Code breaker to Samoa Joe. One. Got him two. No. Samoa Joe kicks out. And still no tag. Still no tag. Jericho has had plenty of opportunities. Went for the chop again, but missed. And now here comes Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe going to try and submit him again. Look at Batista, hand raised out. He wants a tag. Batista wants to get his hands on Samoa Joe. I don't blame him. Jericho again. Jericho again. Clothesline over the top rope. Clothesline over the top rope. And this would be the time to get the tag. And now he wants the tag. Batista wants the tag, but Chris Jericho just flexing in front of Batista. This is ridiculous. Just tag him in. Tag the man in. Jericho playing to the crowd. Gave Samoa Joe time to recover. And now Samoa Joe back on top. Chris Jericho has been unbelievable in this match. How cocky, how big can your ego be? As Samoa Joe now turns him around. Gonna look for the trio of suplexes here. Samoa Joe, butterflies. Batista wants in this match, but he won't be able to get the tag of his hands across. Got him. One. Got him. No. Jericho kicks out. But my God, does he need a tag now? My God, does he need a tag now? Batista still has his hand out. And oh no, couldn't get the tag. I don't think Jericho even wants the tag. Jericho with another chop and an enziguri. Now's the chance. Now's the chance. No. Batista's seen enough. Batista has seen enough. Batista's going to check out and leave Chris Jericho to his own devices here. This crowd on its feet, they don't blame him. But wait a minute. Batista, maybe he hasn't seen enough. Maybe Batista hasn't seen enough. You got to turn around, Chris. Turn around, Chris. I think he's in trouble. Batista's seen enough. Batista up and down with a Batista bomb to Jericho. Samoa Joe watches on in disbelief. Jericho laid out with a Batista bomb. And Batista says, I'm out of here. And now Samoa Joe stalking Chris Jericho. His ego can barely fit in the building. And now he might be escorted out of the building on a stretcher because here comes Samoa Joe. Up and down with a muscle buster. Up and down with a muscle buster. Into the cover on Jericho. 1, 2, and 3. And Samoa Joe, I guess you could say technically, wins the 2-on-1 match.
but Batista never even got in the match. Look at the elevation on this Batista bomb. He saw enough. Jericho wouldn't tag in his partner and ate a Batista bomb, and then add to that a muscle buster. Samoa Joe picks up the victory at Night of Champions. It's somewhat a hollow victory. He didn't even touch Batista. He's got something to say. Whoa! Samoa Joe drops the bombshell. He's officially joined SmackDown. And he says it ain't over for Chris Jericho. And I certainly don't think it is. Samoa Joe is on SmackDown. Oh no! Look out! Batista's back! The slow turnaround from Samoa Joe! Almost in disbelief! Batista bomb to Samoa Joe! Did you really think he'd forget? Did you really think he wouldn't get his hands on him? Batista gets the measure of retribution and has the last laugh.
I'm not a bad guy. I'm not a good guy. I'm the guy.
This could have enormous ramifications on who walks into Night of Champions as the World Heavyweight Champion. Because if the Roman Empire lose this match, Roman Reigns is forced to defend his World Heavyweight title next week in the main event. Wait a minute! Tyson Kidd in the ring! Tyson Kidd in the ring! 2, got him! No, surely not, he got it! That man, Tyson Kidd, goes one-on-one with Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight Championship. No. God, the splash. And look at this guy. Yeah, ready to go, are we? Ready to go. And they've rung the bell, and this match is underway. Tyson Kidd, nothing left. Tyson Kidd with absolutely nothing left, and he gets spit out of his boots. I don't know what to say. Roman Reigns into the cover. 2 and 3. And Tyson Kidd, just like that, has his dream taken away. Edge has given Tyson Kidd the chance to live his dream, and now he's in the ring. Get through some Tyson, yes!
Anybody who's ever become something, read their story. They've all gone through roadblocks. They've all gone through hurdles, over things, under things, or through things. It's not, nobody's had this perfect straight line through everything.
Can the ultimate underdog slay the big dog? Roman Reigns versus Tyson Kidd. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The main events of the evening. What an atmosphere, what a night we've had here, ladies and gentlemen. And could it be capped off by one of the feel-good stories of the year? The ultimate underdog, not in his wildest dreams would Tyson Kidd have expected to be in this position on this night. He was the final member of the Heart Dungeon to graduate. Tonight, he fights for the likes of Bret the Hitman Hart. He fights for the likes of the late Owen Hart. He fights for his wife,
Natalia. This guy has come back from not only a career-threatening neck injury, but a life-threatening neck injury. And tonight, vindication awaits Tyson Kidd. An enormous, enormous opportunity that would be too good to pass up. Tyson Kidd has had a rough road on the way. He's had friends turn on him. He's been beaten down constantly by the Roman Empire. But tonight, he gets a shot one-on-one at Roman Reigns. This place cannot stand this man, and neither can I. That title over Roman Reigns' shoulder means more to him than family. We've seen that. He attacked his own flesh and blood Rikishi with his two sidekicks, the Usos, who are banned not only from ringside, but from the entire event. They are nowhere to be seen. It's Roman Reigns one-on-one with Tyson Kidd. No interruptions. Roman Reigns has to stand on his own 2 feet tonight. We saw it Backlash. He had to stand on his own 2 feet against Cesaro. He got the job done. It's not that he can't. It's just that he doesn't want to. Some people just want to watch the world burn. And this is one of those guys. Roman Reigns heads into Night of Champions by himself with his title intact. But can the ultimate underdog Tyson Kidd get the job done on the biggest stage? This is unquestionably Tyson Kidd's biggest match of his career. He looks focused. He looks ready. He said to Dolph Ziggler that he was born to do this. This is in his blood, literally. And Tyson Kidd stares across the ring from the enormous task of the World Heavyweight Champion, the reigning defending World Heavyweight Champion, Roman Reigns. Holds the title aloft. What's it gonna take to pry that from Roman Reigns and the Roman Empire? The referee shows big gold to Tyson Kidd, who has big dreams on the big stage. That's what it's for, ladies and gentlemen. This is your main event. Tyson Kidd versus Roman Reigns. Let's go. The two link up in the middle of the ring. Huge atmosphere around this arena, ladies and gentlemen. There is absolutely no split down the middle of the crowd. 100% of this crowd wants Tyson Kidd to win. 100% want Roman Reigns to lose. Already you see the power backing up Tyson Kidd into the corner. Hand over the face. Just trying to keep him out of his game, but Tyson Kidd gonna fight from underneath all the way here. You have to feel. And that's a good way to start. Don't take any crap from this guy, because he's gonna dish it up. Referee's gonna have to separate them again. Amicable split. Hear the tension around this arena. Everybody just wanting so badly for Tyson Kidd to be able to do this here tonight, but Roman Reigns takes him down. Now the full weight of Roman Reigns is across the shoulder and the neck with that headlock on Tyson Kidd, who does have the technical ability, but there's the power already backing him up here. Roman Reigns, if he gets this on his terms, which we know he already has here in this match, it could be over very quickly. We've seen it already tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Look out. So many titles have changed hands. Vicious knee from Roman Reigns. It is in the air. Anything can happen here. Tosses him outside the ring. And already Roman Reigns looking to take this to the outside and make it ugly. Gets him to his feet and off the announce table. And Roman Reigns already just clinically picking apart Tyson Kidd, who's, yes, he's been in main events. He's been in main events on NXT. He's been in main events of house shows and things of that nature. but he's never main evented or headlined a pay-per-view of this caliber for the title. And look out, belly-to-belly suplex. No, got rid of him. That's the technical ability of Tyson Kidd. Had to get some separation. And has it worked here? Has it worked? No, Roman Reigns just powers him up, but Tyson Kidd's gonna fight. He's fought for everything he's had. And now he's gonna have to come up huge here. And that's rocked Roman a little bit. He landed right on his neck, but Roman using the power again, up and down, gut red suplex. Gut red suplex, Roman again. Just showing that power advantage. And look out. God, another vicious knee. Another vicious knee. And Tyson Kidd might be out. That was a solid knee to the temple. And I have concerns here. 1, got him. 2, no. Tyson Kidd still has some fight left in him. But it was a long 2 count. Roman Reigns, as some would expect, is in firm control of this match. Tyson Kidd sent in to the turnbuckle hard. Roman Reigns still pretty fresh. Loads him up to the high red district. Now hooks him up. And Tyson Kidd just forced down to the canvas. Roman Reigns destroying Tyson Kidd in the middle of this ring. Just a clinical destruction here from the champion. There is a reason he's the champion. But there's a reason Tyson Kidd's here as well. Snap suplex keeps himself in the match. Tyson Kidd needs to stay on him. Any little opening needs to be taken advantage of. But look out, Roman Reigns again. Roman Reigns again with the power. Hooks him up. Oh, God, fall away slam from the champion. Love him or hate him. He's been impressive in this one. Down into the cover here. 1. Could have him 2. Got him, no. Tyson Kidd, another long 2 count. Just trying to stay in it. Just trying to find something. Anything he can to try and stay in it. But look at Roman just forcing him off against the ropes here. Up and down. Did you see the elevation on the power slam? And you get the feeling it's only a matter of time here. Tyson Kidd, he's done brilliantly to get here. But once you're here, you've got to take on this absolute Adonis of a man. Look at the power. Look at the size difference. Tyson Kidd in so much trouble here. One-on-one with Roman Reigns. But look out, Tyson Kidd showing some fight with a forearm. And now Tyson Kidd lighting him up. Oh my God, what a shot. And it only takes 1 shot. Roman Reigns is really struggling. Roman Reigns is rocked. Roman Reigns got rocked by that kick. You've got to stay on him, Tyson. This is your opportunity. Look at Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns was really rocked. That caught him flush on the chin. Roman Reigns trying his hardest to get up, but Tyson Kidd won't let him. You've got to stay on him now. Stay on him, Tyson. It's exactly what he's trying to do. But Reigns recovers. He needed to get on him more. Up and down suplex, but that definitely rattled Roman Reigns. He was rocked. But Reigns, oh damn it. Superman punch. Roman Reigns recovers enough to get a Superman punch on Tyson Kidd. 1, got him. 2, got him. 3, no, he doesn't have him. Tyson Kidd finding it from somewhere. It's got to be his night. Tyson Kidd gets him down with a neck breaker. Tyson Kidd fighting hard, fighting from underneath, but he's fighting. As long as he's got a heartbeat, he's still in it. Kidd puts him into the corner, and now Tyson Kidd. Oh yes, that's what you've got to do. Tyson. And now he's going to go high risk. Tyson Kidd still rattled. Gotta jump. Take the leap of faith, Tyson. Tyson doesn't. Sees Roman Reigns getting up. For God's sake, take the risk, Tyson. That's your opportunity. And Tyson Kidd, has he missed his opportunity again? Up and down with a power slam. And Roman Reigns, with the experience in big match opportunities, has taken it here. No! Tyson, I thought that was three. But Tyson Kidd holds on. The referee insisting that he held on. And Roman Reigns not taking any prisoners here now. Gut wrench suplex takes him off his feet. And Tyson Kidd, has he missed his opportunity here? Has Tyson Kidd missed his opportunity? Oh, look out. Roman Reigns with a spear. Tyson Kidd taken out by a better man here tonight. You can't argue. 2. And no! Oh my God! It's in the air.
You can feel it in the air. Tyson Kidd will not give this up on a night where every singles title has changed hands. For God's sake, Tyson Kidd could make it another one. Face first goes Roman Reigns. Face first goes Roman Reigns. Now Tyson Kidd. Tyson Kidd lining up Roman Reigns. Can he hit it? Can he spin him out? Yes, he can. Hits it. This place has come unglued. Tyson Kidd's going to take his opportunity. Got it. No, he doesn't have him. Tyson Kidd fighting from underneath, the ultimate underdog versus the leader of the Roman Empire. Take your opportunity. Stay on him now, Tyson. Stay on him now, Tyson. But here comes Roman Reigns. Here comes Roman Reigns, the irresistible force. Takes him down and then takes a headlock. Smart move from Reigns. Smart move from Reigns. And this is the big match. The big match experience from Roman Reigns. Knows that he has time. Knows that he doesn't have to rush. But now he's got that piece of gum on his foot that just will not go away in the form of Tyson Kidd. He's like the pebble in your shoe while you're walking. You can't get rid of him. And he hurts. Tyson Kidd just wrenching on the neck. This is exactly what he's got to do. Keep the big man grounded. Keep the big man grounded. Wear him down. This is your opportunity. You're one shot, Tyson. You've got to take it. But here comes Reigns. The undeniable talent, the undeniable toughness of Reigns on display here. And there's a shot. There's a shot to the ribs. A real hard shot to the ribs. And now flings him around. What's he got planned here? Up and down with a backbreaker. Quells the momentum of Tyson Kidd. Falls into the cover. This could well be it. 1. Got him 2. Got him 3. Does he know? Oh my God, a long 2 count. A long 2 count, perhaps the longest of the night. And now he's trying to stay on him, but he got out of the way. But Roman with a shot just lights up Tyson Kidd. Flops him onto the second rope. And what on earth is he planning here? What on earth is he planning here? Roman Reigns to the air. Oh my God! Busts open Tyson Kidd with a straight knee. Tyson Kidd hasn't moved. Tyson Kidd's busted open. I think he may have a concussion. The referee looks concerned. I know there's concern next to me here in the announcement booth. The doctor's on his feet. Very, very concerned. There's blood all over Tyson Kidd's face. Roman Reigns doesn't seem to care. Hooks him up and down. The referee's looking very concerned here, and I don't blame him. The doctor is standing. He's on the headset. He's on the headset asking if they can stop the match. I don't think we can do that, as Roman Reigns certainly isn't going to let that happen. Not with this much on the line. Tyson Kidd now is out. He's out on his feet. Look at him on the top rope. He's just strawn out on the top rope, and Roman Reigns just doesn't care. He may have a concussion. The referee deeply concerned. Everyone deeply concerned. They're telling Roman to back away. And the referee's checking on him. You can see him there checking on him. God, a big left hand. A big left hand from Roman. And they've stopped the match. The doctor's in the ring, and they've stopped the match. Look out! The doctor and referee checking on Tyson Kidd. It's Rikishi! Rikishi! Rikishi is here! Rikishi is here! This place has come unglued! Roman Reigns is up on Rikishi's shoulder! Revenge is a dish best served cold! Rikishi is here! The ultimate revenge! Oh, a shot right to the head! And Rikishi has laid out Roman Reigns and left him laying in the ring! The ultimate revenge! Rikishi is back! Tyson Kidd's to his feet! Do it, Tyson! Do it, Tyson! Yes, Tyson! He's got it! He's got it! He's got it! Tyson Kidd! Tyson Kidd off the assist from Rikishi! The ultimate revenge! Vindication has arrived for Tyson Kidd! 1! No! Oh no! Roman Reigns gets the shoulder up! Roman Reigns gets the shoulder up! A bloody Tyson Kidd! A bloody Tyson Kidd! This crowd is screaming at Tyson! Stay on him! You've got to stay on him! And that's exactly what he's doing! The blood's flowing from Tyson Kidd's face! And the momentum is pouring from his veins. Doing it for Bret Hart, doing it for Owen Hart. And now Roman Reigns fighting out. Roman Reigns with a spear. Roman Reigns with a spear. Sucks the air out of this crowd. Roman Reigns hits a spear out of nowhere. Into the cover. One. Has he got him? Two. Kick out. Damn it. Damn it. Tyson Kidd gets so close off the assist from Rikishi. Here it is. This is the moment. Drove him down. Sent him back into the ring. Kidd, look at this. How close was that? The agony on the face of Tyson Kidd. Oh my God. How close was that? Roman Reigns has eked it out yet again and is still your World Heavyweight Champion. Damn it. I thought that was the demise of the Roman Empire. Finally, I thought vindication had arrived. But instead, we are still in the midst of the Roman Empire.